Hello! Welcome back to the next episode of Hearts of Iron with Lipton, or our historical playthrough.
Hello, good morning, or good evening, whatever. When
Yeah, that's something you have to avoid when you're recording,
yeah,
because you never know when the people are gonna watch the video.
yeah.
So
Still
it's
learning.
yeah. That is something I had to learn as well. So we're currently engaged in some small combat here in the Spanish
Spanish
Civil
Civil
War.
War. Yeah.
Mm, Actually, do I have a airfield here that I can help out? Hmm. Not really, huh? What if I send them there, can they do this? Help out my divisions here with Air Force, maybe? Okay, I got enough political power to get another political advisor, and we're gonna get Martin Bormann, a silent
Silent
workhorse.
workhorse.
Yes.
Nice.
Another 15% political power gain, always amazing. And now I got plus 30%.
Ooh.
Because I got Rudolf Hess and Martin Bormann. So I'm currently gaining 1.88 political power a day, which is a lot.
I'm at 1.83.
Wow, you get a lot too.
Yeah, Benito Mussolini is good. And I've got very high stability. I've got 98% stability at the moment.
Oh, wow. I certainly don't. I got 84%. So maybe we should
So,
talk about stability.
yeah. I think so it's a feature that they added later in the game. It wasn't in the vanilla game. By the way, I think it is worth mentioning today while we record is the 8th of June, and on the 6th of June 2016 my life changed because that was the release date of Hearts of Iron 4.
Mmm.
Yeah. So the game is 8 years old now.
Yeah, it just had its birthday as well, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. 6th of June 2016. Oh, I mean, to be fair, to give credits to Paradox, when this game came out, I thought it was absolutely horrendous. It was not good at all, and they needed a full year to make the game, I think, like reasonably playable.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't touch the game. When it came out, I played it a lot, and then I didn't touch it for some time. And then I think in the course of the years they massively improved the game quality-wise. It's unrecognizable from the release moment of release, and they added a lot of features. And I think the even though there's a lot of criticism about the last DLC, but the last few DLCs with new content or new features, I think was really good. Like the supply system, free market. Um, Also some free changes that improve the game. So big credits to Paradox for that.
Yeah, I must agree. I mean, there were some DLCs that were kind of hit and miss. I mean, the La Resistance DLC, for instance, comes to mind, where I'm thinking, I'm not really too into the whole intelligence agency thing. Um, I mean, it's a nice addition, but definitely like the update of No Step Back with the new supply system, so much cooler. I mean, that added so much depth to the game and how combat works.
Yeah.
Uh, Very, very cool.
Yeah, correct.
And so stability is something that they added, as you said, and it does affect a lot of different, very important statistics of of your nation, of your empire.
Yeah.
So it changes how much political power you gain, what your factory output is, your dockyard output, and also consumer goods factor. The higher
Yeah.
the stability, the better all those statistics will be. So there's a few ways to increase stability. Number one is, of course, don't be at war. Being in a defensive or offensive war gives a huge malus. I think it's 20 or 30% to your stability. Your ruling party popularity is also a factor that affects your stability. So that means when you look into your political screen, you can see this diagram here, this pie diagram, and the higher your ruling party is on this diagram, or the more percentage it owns of this diagram, the better your stability. There's some other small things that can increase stability as well. There's a decision called improve worker conditions,
Yeah,
which, yeah.
I think that's probably like one of the better things to do if you're like low on stability.
Yeah.
Because obviously, if you do that, you pay 100 political power. So, for example, for me, I'm at 98%. So, for me to do it is just like doesn't make any sense. But if you're like lower, obviously, higher stability also gives more political power. So, it's like over time you will get the political power back.
Yes, exactly. So this is definitely something that I should consider doing soon, because I'm at 84% stability, so this will definitely be something that's useful for me.
Yeah, but it's still not bad, by the way.
84? No, 84 is fine.
Yeah,
Everything above 80, I guess, is good.
yeah.
Okay, I do have a little bit of a problem though, because I don't have enough naval experience. Also, I'm running quite low on fuel. So that means we're going to go to a trade screen and import some. I think historically Germany imported fuel from Russia, so that's what we're going to do. And then we can see a new little line appeared here. So from Moscow to Berlin, this blue line is our oil from the Soviet Union. Gets transferred across the ocean. And then over here we see a supply transfer to our troops in East Prussia across the Eastern North Sea, or Lower Baltic Sea. Sorry, Eastern North Sea is on the other side. Yeah, so this war is a little bit stalled down here, I noticed.
Yeah, it did.
I'm definitely just constantly under attack. I'm not on the offensive here at all. I'm definitely on the defensive.
Yeah, which is I think like well, that's maybe something to talk about as well. It's like civil war for us. It's like a good way to farm experience for our units, but also for the army experience and air experience.
Mm.
And obviously these two, like army experience, air experience, and naval experience, is like something that isn't very easy to come by.
Yeah.
You need lots of it. You basically never have enough for all the things you want to do. So civil war like in Spain is a good way to farm some experience.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the leader screen of Rommel, who is fighting, and he currently has 155 out of 700 Panzer leader experience. So he's not on the offensive, he's just defending, but that doesn't matter if the general is defending or attacking. He'll always gain experience when in a combat. So very slowly you should see this increase. So I actually should get, it should jump up to 156 here in a little bit. It's quite slow, the experience gain. So far it hasn't changed yet.
Yeah. I think also the factor that we see in Spain now is Spain has this, yeah, I don't know how to call it, but in decisions you have to do like an offensive somewhere. So it's not like normal combat. You have to do that offensive somewhere, otherwise you have big malices. So I think that is also a big factor to why this is going relatively slow.
Is it? Okay. I didn't know that affects the experience gain though.
No, I meant just battles overall. So
Oh, you mean, yeah, okay.
yeah, the combat.
So I wonder why I'm actually not gaining experience here, or is it just super, super slow? Or maybe because I'm... Oh no, no, I'm not losing this combat anymore. Yeah, I mean, my mountaineers are just getting hammered here. They're being attacked from 4 divisions from multiple sides. Ugh.
Mm.
That division is definitely taking some losses. I still haven't gained experience. What is going on? It can't be that
I
slow, is
think
it?
so. I think like sometimes you get experience when the battle is over. I think.
What you can actually also see is when you click on this ledger next to your theater of war, you can see how many losses you've taken in combat over the last whatever filter you set at the top here. So my win ratio is 100%. I've lost 39 manpower losses to enemy ground forces. But here in the separate fights I've lost more manpower, so here it says I lost 78, and then in this fight I lost 3. This fight I lost 127, and this fight I lost 54 3 months ago. So what the statistic manpower loss is only for the current month, or what is the 30? Where does the 39 come from? Oh, I'm not streaming to you, am I?
No. No.
Hold on. Let's fix that.
Go. There we go. Yeah. Thank you.
Can you see here what I'm looking at? It's the combat log. In here it says
Yes.
I lost
Yeah.
39 manpower.
Yeah. That's not a lot.
But on below here in the different combats, it definitely says I lost more. Here I lost 78.
Yeah. That's maybe also. Let me check.
Lost enemy ground forces.
Yeah. Maybe it's allied manpower also lost.
Ah, maybe. Yeah, maybe it counts it together. Oh, and actually you could see here too what equipment you have lost in these fights.
Yeah. So if you press on equipment in the middle of the screen.
Yep.
Yeah, you can also see what equipment you lost and what you recovered. And for example, with your infantry, if you have like, but also counts for normal infantry or normal divisions. If you add, what's it called again? Maintenance company to it, you recover more equipment.
Yeah, because you have higher reliability, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is definitely a very interesting screen when you're trying to find out what your losses are.
Yeah.
I lost, enemy lost 739 infantry equipment. Okay. Ooh. I'm definitely not losing that much. And I'm getting a lot back through, can I tell here? Through reliability? The higher the reliability value of a piece of equipment, the higher the chance of saving it. Select the detailed list view to see more details on individual equipment. Oh, I can look. So this is it. I lost 38 infantry equipment through by attrition and 24 by other reasons.
Hmm.
So somebody just
Yeah.
threw their rifle in the mud, I guess.
Yeah, could be.
Mhm.
Definitely an option.
I'm done with this gun. Yeah, but these destroyer carbines are actually have quite high reliability. 90%, okay. But actually the new guns I'm producing I think I have a higher reliability. The car I have. Can I see the reliability of this here? Yeah, so I have at 92.7% actually. So I'm actually over 90% for the car 98.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but this fight here is not going very well for Rommel. Let's see if he actually gained experience. I'm very interested in that. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I was at 155 before, and now I've gone up to 157. So it's just a quite slow increase over time. But again,
Yeah.
very useful to train your generals up in these civil wars. Because they are very stalematey, because nobody really has good breakthrough units, armor or anything like that. Very few airplanes, and it's quite tough to dislodge all this like infantry, especially in these mountainous areas or across rivers. So these civil wars are very costly, long fights that are
Yeah.
going on.
But I think, like, if you look at it from a historical point of view, I think Germany gained a lot of valuable experience from sending volunteers to like Spain.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Luftwaffe gained a lot of experience.
Yeah, which it is right now. Okay, let's make a new army. Mm-hmm. Oh wow, I got a lot of interesting. Look at all these symbols I have for
Yeah.
armies now. Oh look, this is the Africa Corps. Ha!
Ah, nice. Yeah, that's cool.
Pretty nice little mod. I think it also works with Iron Man playthroughs if you're looking to gain your achievements, which is quite nice.
Cool. I'm currently buying equipment from Japan on the market.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not a lot, but 2 times 300 weapons.
Okay. So actually, on this eventual attack on Poland, I'm gonna try to show how to use like battle plans in a very effective way.
Hmm.
So
I
here,
think for like the northern group that you have over there, I think I don't use it that often, almost never, but spearhead is
yeah,
very
exactly. That's what I was looking to use because here in the center, it's all plains territory, right? So when you go
yeah.
to, you can actually see this quite nicely when you go to there's like a terrain map mode. There we go. So these orange areas here are plains, which are flat and which are quite nice for tank units or quickly moving units. So it's kind of so it would be a good idea to have an army here in Niederschlesien to push into towards Lodz and Warsaw with spearhead with some tank units. That would be like a nice battle plan idea, I think. And then
Definitely.
and
Yeah.
then have like just some small armies in the bottom and at the top that are doing a regular battle plan because it's a lot of forest and mountains and cities, which is much better for infantry.
Yeah, I think that's very good.
I think that could work, right? So we'll do these guys will try to push in here. When am I gonna get my volunteers back from Africa, dude? What is going on? This
Yeah,
war in Ethiopia is just not ending.
it's not ending at all.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so in 1937, I don't really have too many important focuses to do for the Germans. So I am going to concentrate on my.
You can do Anschluss already.
Yeah, but you know, it didn't happen till 1938 historically.
Yeah.
So
So it's 1st of January 1937 now.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess like the Autobahn thing, but also the The civilian factories is absolutely key.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Nice part.
do those and also get my research slot, which is kind of important. German war economy is also a great focus to get, but I do need more than 49 war support. That's the next statistic here, next to stability. War support, like the name says, is I guess how much your civilian population supports conflict or supports a war. The higher
I
it
feel
is, the
like it is not as crucial as you think it would be, I guess.
no, it just kind of unlocks like certain abilities, certain decisions, like going to war economy in your economic laws.
Yeah. Mobilization speed obviously is nice, but if you manage well, it should not be an issue at all.
Yeah, I think so.
I also wonder, we were speaking about stability and war support. I really wonder how you can change the base value. If you do like worker conditions, would that change the base value? I
No, I
think
don't
it
know. I
does.
don't think so.
I think if you do worker conditions, it changes the base value. Because obviously, if you, as you can see, the base value is like a big factor.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not, I was never sure, and I know it's possible to get over 100% as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I do notice, I do know that you could be at war and get that malice, and then still have 100% stability. And I do think improved worker condition changes the base value.
Mm. Okay, we'll have to look that up. There was also something else that we wanted to check. Last time we talked about, I don't remember what it was. Was it something involving production? Oh, something. I don't remember. We talked about infrastructure as well.
Yeah, yeah.
What was it? There was some things that I wanted to watch out for that changed, or if it changed.
Oh, you produce a lot of weapons. Do you have any free? Any weapons in your stockpile? No. Nice.
Definitely not, because I am training units, a lot of units. I need a lot of soldiers, and since I'm not really in a war for a while, I'm gonna be at a huge deficit of weapons and artillery and support equipment for a bit here.
Mm.
Although I do need to solve my support equipment issues by adding some more civil military factories to the production line, since I want to add some more support companies to my divisions. That is something I haven't researched yet, but I'm going to fairly soon.
Did we already explain the while we're at it, the international market?
No.
So we could maybe. So, for example, you were short on some support equipment. You just said, right?
Yep.
So what I could do is also to show is maybe sell some support equipment to you.
There's definitely not a lot of stuff on the market, probably because I don't have any market deals with
You don't
anyone.
have any friends
I don't have friends. Yeah.
like real life.
Yeah, it's just a fact. Just a fact.
Yeah. So I just put some support equipment on the market that you could buy.
Okay, let's go back to the international market. There we go. We got 26 support equipment, and we're gonna buy select all. We want to select all that support equipment. I'm just gonna put one factory into this delivery. I don't need to add two.
Yeah, so for example, if you would do like 15, say you would do 15 factories, then usually within a day you build up enough economic surplus to instantly buy the product,
Mm-hmm.
and then you instantly get back those 15 factories. So it's like, I think that's pretty cool about this system. You lose one factory for a whole month, or maybe in this case 2 or 3 or whatever, but then you build up very fast, and then you get your 15 factories back very fast as well. So
If you really need it really quickly, right? I guess if you're very desperate.
yeah, so the deliveries is always 30 days, but the
Yeah.
more factories you put in, so for example, to build up the economic surplus with 2 factories would maybe take 10 days, and then with 3 factories it would maybe take 7 days, and with 15, maybe after 1 day you get all of them back.
Yeah, let's actually do 2 so we can get it and we get
Yeah,
it next month. So it'll take
yeah,
1 month.
yeah,
That makes a
exactly.
lot more
Now,
sense. Yeah.
so now if you go to your, where is it? If you go to your uh,
I think it's
free
in
market, or go
your.
to free market.
Is it still in the market?
Yeah, look here. Now you
Ah,
can,
yeah,
if
yeah. There we go. Yeah.
now you can see how much it builds up. So every day it builds up a little bit.
We are paying. Okay, currently I have nothing delivered, and I need 156 construction points, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And
Also,
so the
something that
more,
we haven't explained really is how money works, because there's no money in this game. There's no economic power in that sense, represented by money.
yeah,
It's
that's true.
represented by civilian factories. So everything that you do, like construction, is done by civilian factories, but also spending resources on the market to buy certain things, as we just explained, uses civilian factories. Trading resources from other nations requires civilian factories. For each civilian factories you invest in a trade, you get 8 resources. So you can see here, I'm currently trading some chromium from Sweden, chromium from Turkey, rubber from the East Indies, and oil from the Soviet Union. Those are currently my imports. But you can also see that, actually, can I tell where was it from? Here you can see from trade I gain 1 civilian factory, so somebody is importing something from me. So how can you only see that in the trade screen? It's you that is, it's just 1 factory of chromium that you're importing from me.
Yeah, so is that all your traded
Yeah.
goods? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm only trading. So if I look at my construction screen, I see that I'm gaining 1
Yeah.
civilian factory from trade. And I'm currently just building civilian factories as well. There's also the difference between construction and production. Construction uses civilian factories. Production uses military factories. And that is everything that is not like buildings. So those are planes and equipment and trains and ships, and those are by dockyards, which is pretty much the same thing as a military factory, just for naval units. Yeah, so having lots of civilian factories means you have a strong economy. Having few civilian factories means you have a weak economy, essentially, just to put it down to very basic terms. A
I think
percentage?
especially
Sorry?
early game, I think it's good to get civilian factories.
Yeah, just game civil. Yeah, exactly. That's usually what I do. The first couple of years, I just build civilian factories. Some of your civilian factories are always used for consumer goods. So that means those are the goods that your population require. And it's represented by a percentage. This is affected by economic policy, which we kind of alluded to earlier. Under laws and government, in your political screen, you can change different economic law, and each economic law right at the top says expected number of factories put on consumer goods. So the more warlike your economic law is, the less consumer goods factories, or the less factories are used for consumer goods, which is just something that gets subtracted from your total amount of factories. Okay, so I'm currently, you know what, I'm just gonna keep doing this gateway to Europe. I'm gonna get another one of those, just to be ahead of the British a little bit.
My excavation is also almost
Oh,
finished.
excavation! That was it. Okay, I'm gonna pause it for 1 second. We wanted to check if it changes the amount gained in Westerboten, remember? So no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So it was 21 chromium, 55, 49. So it hasn't changed here what I'm getting.
Yeah, but it definitely changed in the trade screen. So the base is always the same, but the amount extracted is higher. That's
So you
basically
can
what
see it here. Look at that. So yeah, so that's exactly how it works. So it still says I'm getting 21 from Westerboten and 6 from Thüringen, but my total is 29. So the total from what I'm gaining through the resource extraction is 27 plus 10%, and it rounds it to 29 chromium I'm getting.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I went from -1 to +1 in my total chromium. Okay, so that's what this is affected by. So, for instance, for steel, this was a huge bonus, 10%, right? Because I'm getting so much steel from all my steel mines all over Germany and also Westerboten in Sweden. And 10% of, I guess, 400 or something like that is a lot.
I think it's pretty cool. So you get more from Västerbotten as well then? From Sweden?
Yeah, definitely, because it gets
Oh,
added to the total that then gets added 10% to.
yeah.
It all gets.
It's pretty it's a little bit weird because Sweden obviously is extracting the but still very nice. I
S
mean, that's very cool.
Yeah. So the only way to actually increase this amount that gets pulled out of the ground, I guess, or mined, is by increasing the infrastructure,
Yeah, but I think the
which I
infrastructure won't. Oh yeah, no, it does.
it
If you
does.
understand.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I can actually show it. So when is my focus done? Actually, oh, my focus done is done soon. It's done in 6 days. So I'm gonna unpause. I'm just gonna show it here. So the my Re no, I don't want to do resistance. I want can I why
One
can't
below it.
why can't I go to infrastructure map mode? It doesn't change anything. What the hell? Oh,
It's
sorry.
just wrong.
Yeah, there we go. So my focus will max this infrastructure here. Right? Hannover, no, Brandenburg, Hannover, Thüringen, Franken. Brandenburg, Hannover, Thüringen, Franken. So all these four provinces. So I am producing quite a lot of resources here in Thüringen.
Yeah, Turing is going to be the most interesting one.
Yeah, so Thüringen is the one we're going to look at. So in Thüringen currently doing 6 tungsten, 17 steel, and 6 chromium. So when the infrastructure is currently 3 out of 5, so it's going to increase to max level 5 out of 5, which is going to give me quite a nice bonus here. So yeah, here. So it should give me so it should double the resources extracted. So the base is 9 for steel. So when it's doubled, it should be 19 or 18 then, right?
Yeah.
Times
I don't
supply
know if it
routes.
doubles. I don't think it doubles. You can already check an infrastructure screen if you would build infrastructure there, or in construction. If you now like max it out, you can see what.
Oh, it's actually higher. Look at that. It actually goes to 21 instead of 18.
Yeah.
Because there's another bonus here that I don't quite understand, and that's the supply routes bonus. That's new. I don't really know how that works. Because that multiplies it again by 1.2, which that's why it's increasing even higher than expected, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's definitely, that's gonna give me a nice bonus to resources in this province.
Yeah. So my excavation is finished in 1 day. So now, boom, there we go. I didn't change. Okay, yeah. So for example, my steel went from 136 to 150.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah.
So I guess I want to get another upgrade of construction here. It's always kind of a trade-off if I want to get construction first or improved machine tools, because the production efficiency cap
Yeah,
when you have very few factories is also quite nice.
yeah, but the one on the left is a shorter research.
Yeah, it's only 86
Oh,
days.
so I would not do the machine tools, but always the construction.
Yeah, because that's when I want to use my bonus on that, right?
Yeah.
Because this bonus only
Or
appears
or
once.
what is a very good one is also is on the fuel on the complete right, because that's a long research.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you know,
but
why not? Let's go.
yeah,
Germany has some fuel issues. Let's go for fuel.
yeah.
I'm gonna have
So
lots of
I
civilian
think I
factories
think when you get
anyway.
a bonus, I think when you get a bonus like that, it's always good to look at where you save the most research days.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, that is
in this
true.
case, if you would have like done the one on the complete left, you would have saved maybe 30 or 40 days.
Yeah,
And now, so the base research of fuel refining for me is 243 days, and for you now it's like 128.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you save
That's
like
like, yeah, exactly, like
more than 100
128
days.
days, right?
Yeah, exactly. So these kind of things are like always good to consider.
Okay, my political power is building up quite fast. Oh, it went down actually a little bit. Oh, because of the MIFO bills, right? MIFO bills is like a thing that existed where they used. Well, it was kind of a cheat by the Nazi government to hide their military buildup. They founded this like shell company that they would finance to build up militarily and to hide it from the Allies.
Oh, really?
I think that's what these MIFO bills were. Okay, so now we finished that Reis Autobahn focus. And then we can see, there we go. So look at that, it went to 22 steel. So it's, as I said before, infrastructure gives me a 2 times bonus. So it goes to 18, and then times 1.2 is 22. So I'm not sure how to increase the supply routes bonus even more. I'm not even sure you can affect it anyway. But obviously now it may make sense to build my refineries in those two provinces instead of the other provinces I chose, because they're going to build much faster. And we're going to do the same thing actually for civilian factories that we have planned. We're going to cancel the one in
Yeah,
Sachsen.
wait, can you maybe show how much difference it is between like 100% factory, sorry, 100% infrastructure and 100% of an 80% infrastructure? Sorry.
No, because I'm currently just building
Yeah,
in.
yeah, but if you would now put like
Change
one
the
in the top,
priority, you mean?
yeah, 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 in the top. So if you would pause the game and just put like a new civilian factory in 100% area.
Yeah, I just did that.
So
I
how
just
many? Yeah, but put it on top, so it's like 15 out of 15 factories. So how many days is that? When is it finished?
It's a in 16th of March.
Oh, yeah, and
So
if you hold your mouse over the more left icon, yeah, there, yeah, yeah, yeah. 106 days, right?
no, for for both of them. So for one
Yeah,
it's
yeah. But if you now,
54 days, and then if we move Hessen
and
to
if
the
you would
top.
now, yeah, but
Okay.
if you would now construct one in the 80, how many days is that?
Do I have one in?
No,
Let's do
yeah,
Württemberg.
exactly. Just to show, yeah, yeah.
Can I move this? Oh my god.
You
Shift.
just shift click.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
60.
60
So
days.
that's quite a big difference, right? That's 6 days difference.
Yeah. It's not as huge as I expected it to be, really.
Still big.
Yeah. Yeah, it is big on the long term. It's big on the long term. But
Yeah.
But
So
imagine, so I think that's also like the balance, right? So if you would now construct once infrastructure to go from 80 to 100, to get faster construction speed, it's really something to calculate. So if you would do that in a relatively small state, it really doesn't help you. It really doesn't help you. But so I think if you improve your infrastructure, it's always good to do that in a province with like resources. So I think that
and with
Niederschlingen,
lots of building slots, of course. Yeah.
yeah. So you have to do a balance. So I think that Niederschlingen on the right,
Niederschlesien, yeah.
Schlesien, yeah. If you click, I think it has resources as well, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
So and that is like a province with a lot of resources and a lot of building slots. So improving infrastructure there to build more buildings is a good thing, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that makes a
But
lot of sense. I usually end up maxing out most of the provinces with resources in Germany anyway,
exactly, yeah.
because it just makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so cool. That means yeah, I'm just gonna go straight for Hermann Göring Werke because more civilian factory. This
Hey,
focus is incredible.
it adds trains as well.
Yeah,
I never knew that.
35 trains. Also, in total, 6 civilian factories, which is
Yeah.
so crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what does the second one do? Does that also give like trains or
No, it just gives
no, it doesn't.
another 6 civilian
Yeah.
factories.
I think those two focuses are probably the strongest focuses in the game. I mean, 6 civilian factories over a course of 70 days. I don't think.
Yeah, as we just checked, it takes, even with max infrastructure, 56 days to build one.
Yeah.
And you get
I
six in
think.
70 days, which is humongous.
Yeah.
Humongous.
If you look at some focuses for some minor countries, um, a lot of minor countries have like a focus that gives them one factory for 70 days,
Yeah,
which is
it's
like,
like whatever the standard. Here, let's see, like a country that has like the standard focus tree. Yeah, there we go. So this is the standard focus tree. So there's one.
yeah, in the middle right,
Is it?
to the right, left.
Oh, construction effort. There we
Yeah,
go. Look at that, Guatemala. One building slot, one civilian factory for 70 days. Next, one building slot, one civilian factory, 70 days. So Germany gets 12
yeah. In
civilian
a focus
factories
like
in the
this,
same
they should
period of time.
in a focus like this, they should at least do that. You get maybe 2 building slots.
Yeah, or just why not 2 civilian factories? I mean, 2 civilian
Yeah,
factories is not much,
yeah,
especially because you have percentage consumer goods, so you got to subtract that, and yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, that is something as Germany usually to get nice and early, and that was going to boost your economy quite a bit. Hermann Göring Werke or KDF-Wagen. Also, of course, if you go the non-historical route and you do Kaiserreich, Hermann Göring is not it does not exist anymore, or gets hanged or executed or imprisoned. So these focuses actually get renamed as well.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
So they will not be the same in the name, but they will give you the same bonuses. That will be identical. Although I'm not sure if they give you the trains. I just noticed that for the first time now as well. Cool. So we said we wanted to shorten the episodes a little bit, so we're at 45 minutes almost.
Oh, already?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I would just like close it up then.
it's perfect, right? We have a nice little episode talking about resources and infrastructure, and it's quite
Yeah.
nicely self-contained.
Yeah, I think when we extensively talked about the first episode, which I think was really good and good start. But yeah, having little shorter episodes is also a good thing. It's also for I guess you obviously editing the videos, but I guess for practical reasons, it's easier for you as well.
Yeah, it doesn't make too much of a difference, but yeah, it's easier to copy them back and forth because they're not gigantic 20 gigabyte MKV files.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you for the next one.
Let's see you next time.